Sean Wheeler here. A couple of us have gone to see Sean for different things. I was having a really tough time sleeping, so I went to Sean, who tried helping me out with my sleep through hypnosis. Jenn Hobby went to go see him for her cigarette smoking, which actually caught, right?
It worked. I quit smoking after going to see Sean.
So we've got a Bert Show listener we're going to talk to here in about 2 minutes that's having a relationship problem, and it's an odd one because she's been whooped over a guy since she was like 11 or something like that, and it was 10 years ago. And it's interrupting her current relationship. Even now, she's still thinking of this dude. So she'll give you more details, but she thinks you might be able to help her out. And I think when most people think of hypnosis, they think of like weight loss. They think of getting motivated to do something or stop smoking. So what is it that you're doing where you think that you can help in relationships?
Well, really what I do is therapy that works. The easiest way to describe it is that it's not limited to a habit cessation or one issue or another. It's really whatever a person wants to accomplish, whatever they want to do, however they want to change their thinking, as long as they're honest with me about it and I ask the right questions, I can help them to do it.
Mm-hmm. It's usually fear-based, though, right? A lot of times it's fear-based or habit-based.
I would say a good portion of the time there's a lot of fear involved, but sometimes it is just bad habit. And even that bad habit can be thought habit, which means I have clients who are programmed from the time they were kids, had really bad parents who said, you can't do this, you're stupid, you'll never do that. And if they hear that enough for long enough, they believe it, even if there's no evidence to prove it.
So you're trying to reverse that thinking and change the channel in their mind to go a different direction rather than that thought pattern always going to the negative.
Exactly. What we want is to make sure that their conscious mind and their subconscious mind are on the same page. So they have a subconscious mind which is screwed up from all the bad programming, the bad words, the negative messages they received. So it's my job to program the subconscious to be in tune with what they want to believe and what they think is true.
So give us some examples real quickly of some relationship problems that you have tackled through hypnosis.
Well, your listeners have provided me with more than enough examples in the past couple months since I was on the air last. There was one in particular I helped recently, and her testimonial's on the site now. She had a boyfriend 8 years ago who dumped her, and it was the love of her life. And this is a guy who she thought she was going to be married to, and it devastated her. And when she came to see me after hearing me on the show here, she'd said that she hadn't dated anyone seriously in that 8 years. She's like a 29-year-old woman. Hadn't dated anyone seriously. Why? Because she's continuing to be afraid of getting her heart broken in the same way again. Okay. She won't let herself get close to anyone because she doesn't want to feel that same pain anymore. And what I was able to help her do was to realize that because of the pain that she went through, she's actually now safer and more prepared than she ever was before, so that now she feels more comfortable pursuing another serious relationship.
Like what Jen said, it was the fear of heartbreak, and that's why she couldn't.
So really what you need to do is forget what you know about hypnosis, about quacking on stage like a duck or something like this. This is totally different here. So we've got Sabrina, who started falling in love with a dude like at 11 years old and still hasn't been able to get over him. So we brought Sean Wheeler in, who's a hypnotist, who claims that, look, if you got relationship problems, he can help you through hypnosis. Hey, Sabrina, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. How are you? You're on the Voice Disguiser.
I'm great. How are you?
Good. All right. Give us the details of this relationship that you're trying to shake.
All right. So I was 11 years old. I moved into a new neighborhood. I saw this guy, this boy. He was 11 years old, too. And immediately when I first saw him, I thought it was love at first sight. And I know a lot of people think I'm crazy, but for the next 5 years, we spent our time together, considering ourselves boyfriend and girlfriend, and we broke up over something really minor, and I ended up going into another relationship immediately afterwards to try to get over him, and I've been in that relationship for the past 10 years, and it's just been, I can't stop thinking about this guy that I met when I was 11 years old. It's just been heartbreaking for me. I thought that over time I would get over him, but I haven't been able to do that.
Is it just the feeling of young love is what she has to snap?
I really don't know, but I know that I've never felt that way about someone else since we've been together. And my current boyfriend has actually proposed to me several times, and I could not do it because of that feeling I've had for my past boyfriend.
Wow. So the feeling you had at 11 and 12 years old was more strongly than you do now, and you're how old?
I am 26.
26.
Wow.
But were the feelings
15 years.
the feelings weren't stronger, but the illusion of the feelings were stronger because everything was more dramatic and
Yeah, here's the thing.
Probably
Anyone who's been through adolescence knows that the feelings that you have when you're 12 or 15 or 18 can be stronger than anything that you feel for the rest of your life just because of the hormones. So sometimes we have to differentiate between what love is and what passion or lust or attraction are. And if those things can be sort of viewed properly, you can make a better decision about it.
She probably knows that logically. So if she comes on into your office, right, what's the first steps that you would start taking with her to break her of this through hypnosis?
Well, I have to figure out what her goal is, okay? And that may not be obvious. The listeners out there might be thinking, well, obviously what she needs to do is forget about this old chump and marry this guy. I don't go in with that presumption. What I need to find out is what she believes is the right thing to do and what she wants to do. And if I understand that, then I can help her feel comfortable with making the right decision. And she has to keep everyone involved. She has to take them into consideration. You know, if she sticks with the guy that she's with, and it's not the right guy, well, they could be married and they could be, together for 5 or 10 years, but this guy's not going to be happy about it. If he knows that she's wanting some other guy, that's not the right thing for him. So everybody has to be taken into account.
Is the guy you're currently with, does he know anything about your past love?
He does. We all went to school together growing up.
So he knows him.
And does
He knows him.
Does he know about your feelings for him still?
Absolutely not. I remember we were in college together about 5 years ago, and he asked me if I ever thought about him, and I told him that I do still think about him. And it was probably a year later, he said that he was bothered by me saying that I still thought about this particular guy.
Yeah, I'd be still. I just met you, and I'm still bothered by it.
So, in a perfect world, what would you love to have happen?
Actually, I would like to stay with my current boyfriend. We actually have a child together, and he's a wonderful guy. I just want to lose the feelings that I have for my old boyfriend.
You feel like maybe you're missing out on your true destiny by not leaving your current boyfriend, the baby's father, and going for the old guy, the old love.
I do. I really do.
Well, it seems to me it makes sense that when you talk about a relationship that ended when you were 16 years old, it's not a logical attraction you have to this guy. It's not like I like his qualities as a person or I like what he wants to do with his life. It's about really just that strong subconscious attraction to him. So that is something that if I had a client who wanted to do that, there are ways of thinking about somebody that reduce some of those feelings. It's like any ex that you have. If you think about them in a certain way, you feel like you want them again. But if you think about them in another way, maybe you don't. So we can make some changes to how she's thinking that might make her feel more comfortable putting that to bed.
So this is a case that you could take on, that we could set up with you?
Oh, definitely.
And then we could follow up with her to find out if it worked or not?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Do you find, Sean, that women are more likely to romanticize someone and create them into this like fantasy being rather than who they really are because of their strong physical attraction to them or because of their hormones?
Women and men do that. What they do is when they look at an ex, oftentimes they'll just focus on the positive memories, the love memories, the attraction, the happiness, the laughter. But what they block out are the other things, all the other things that happened that weren't perfect. And they fill in the blanks with their idealized version of what that person should be or what they thought they were. And the reality when you get together with someone and you live with them is that they're not perfect. And so the thoughts need to be, again, they need to be brought into line with what's logical or what's true.
Makes total sense.
And I think women do it in their current relationships that they're in, while they're in them.
Yeah, they're not with the guy that they actually think they're with.
Right. They're really with a romanticized version of whoever their partner is, but they're not looking at realistically that person is either, disrespectful, not good for them, not kind to their family, whatever it is, they still fill in those blanks.
And as someone who just got married less than 2 months ago, I can tell you that you have to look at the whole person, flaws and all, and make an honest, logical choice about whether or not that person's right for you. If you do that, you can feel comfortable.
What are the biggest flaws with your new wife?
Nothing I will say over the air. She's perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Sabrina, we're going to get you in touch with Sean here, and we're going to see how it all works out for you, okay? We'll be interested to find out how it pans out.
All right. Something I did not mention is I actually have my old boyfriend's name tattooed on me.
right.
Did you get that when you were 11?
I may have to refer you to somebody else for that one.
Yeah, that's going to be another bit for another
It's
time.
going to be like a pit stop.
We got a guy for that.
Yes, we
right?
do, actually.
He's going to be just moving down from one segment to another segment to another segment.
Hold on, Sabrina. All right, Sean, if people want to get in touch with you, because the phone lines always light up when you're on, going, oh, I need that dude's help. How do they get in touch with you?
They can visit my website, purehypnosis.com. There's a number on there they can call, and just expect a little bit of a delay on a return.
Yeah, whenever he comes on with us, he gets 2 or 3 calls about it. So.
Yeah.
100.
All right, so we'll link on over to the website from thebertshow.com.